Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 20, 10, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Murray. 59 yards for him on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for him with Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Gone! 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 Gone!
And he'll go on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Browns getting set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of...
Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Right back to him on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Jackson on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On third down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He dumps it to Hyde. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
No, check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They pitch it out to Johnson. And some space here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, high. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing. Mayfield going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield going up top. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Going deep for Moncrief. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now it's Jackson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Handoff, Johnson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Jackson. They shakes it off. Fights. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Myles Garrett forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. To throw is Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Sheds off the tackle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And now running. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.